Hi parents, grandparents. I wanted to just share a little bit with you following the video that your kids just watched about how Jesus feeds the 5,000 and how he stopped the storm that the disciples were in when they were in the boat. And I just wanted to share just a personal encouragement with each of you. I know that right now some of you are dealing with just worries about health and protecting your family, trying to keep everyone healthy. I'm sure some of you are worried about maybe you're not able to work right now and you don't know where the money's going to come from and you don't know how God is going to supply your needs. I want to share just a personal story of how God used the scripture of feeding the 5,000 people to prove his provision in my life. Approximately, well gosh, I guess it's probably been maybe almost 12 years ago when Jeff and I were considering adopting a child. We felt called to do it, but I was very concerned about the cost. It was much more money than what we could afford at that time, but yet we still felt God calling us to do that. Money and not having enough of it is a deep fear that I have, or not having enough of anything. It comes from lots of stuff in my childhood. I won't go into that, but it's always just been a fear of mine that is deep in there, and God's been working on me for a long time on that fear. And so when we felt God calling us to adopt a child, but I knew how much it was going to cost, it was a situation where fear met faith, and we knew we had to take a step of faith, but I was having trouble saying yes to that step of faith. So I was studying the book of Matthew at that time and read this story of Jesus feeding the 5,000, and it was like God spoke to me right to my heart and said, you just bring what you have, which is not much, and I will make it more than enough. And I'll be darned if he didn't do that. He not only did he help us to be able to, he provided what we needed to be able to adopt Esther, our youngest daughter, but at the end, he actually provided more than what we needed, and there was an abundance of funds at the end of that whole adoption process, which I won't get into all of that, but he literally repeated the story of feeding the 5,000 people. So I just want to encourage you right now, if you are worried about God providing for you at this time, whether it's protection or whether it's finances or whether it's food or whether it's toilet paper, whatever it is, just to trust him. He has got you. He will provide for you, and he has you in the palm of his hand. And our main truth for today for the kids is that Jesus provides and cares for us in unexpected ways, and I can't stress that enough, how true that is. Just when you think you're not going to have what you need, God will come through in a way that you don't expect. So just wanted to encourage you with that today. I've seen it happen in my own life, and I think God's going to prove himself to you during this difficult time as well. So feel free to contact me, send me a message on Facebook or a phone call. My number's in the Hope Church directory if you need prayer, or an email too. I'd love to hear from you and be praying for all of you. And I think you're doing a great job with your kids as you train them at home during this time. So God bless everybody. Thanks.